Oh, welcome back to the Panel Pals podcast. I'm Skull Ryan.
And I'm Eminem Stash, hello.
And good news, fellas, we're back on Ultimate Spider-Man, the classic one from the year 2000. And
Missed it, mate.
we're in a huge... Oh, we just might be in the the best arc of the entire story. The death of Captain Stacy.
Yeah, that one.
When that guy threw that thing and Captain Stacy caught it and exploded, tears down my eyes. Why the hell did they waste 6 issues? This was undeserved. We'd known Captain Stacy for about 3 issues worth of stories, and I feel like he only died because Bendis knew that it was an important moment in original Peter's life. But I don't think this Stacy and this Peter ever had a conversation.
And also, I think it was more to escalate the drama between MJ and Peter. Because
I feel like that is
pissed that Gwen was living with them.
Yeah, absolutely. This was all just to get Gwen in the same house as Peter so Mary Jane gets jealous. But in actual 616, it's a big deal to Peter because Captain Stacy was like a second Uncle Ben. He was like another father figure to him. And then in this, I feel like he's just pissed it all away.
Stacy?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because Gwen's a dick in 616, dude. When he's dying and he says to Spidey, he's like, Peter, look after me daughter. And Peter's like, holy shit, he knew the whole time. It's a big deal.
But also, I will say, I do like how in Ultimate, it genuinely feels like Gwen could blame Spider-Man for this before realizing it was a doppelganger. Whereas in ASM, it was just a bit stupid, considering it was Doc Ock who knocked it. Doc Ock was the one that broke the chimney.
The chimney thing, yeah.
And then he just saved the kid. This was
saves the kid.
It may not have been the real Spidey, but it was still someone in a Spider-Man costume who threw a fucking bomb.
Yeah. Whenever you see Spider-Man's mask, you're going to think, that killed me dad. Whether it was the actual Spider-Man or not. But, listen, my plan here is, let's blow through this shit of Captain Stacy thing, and then we'll get to the good stuff. But, they never explained where this doppelganger got webs. You spot that bit?
And also, just the fact he was leaping around pretty far to be just a normal guy.
Exactly, mate. It was like in Spectacular when Chameleon's pretending to be him, and he's got the springs in his boots and shit. That's fun. But this fella just come out of nowhere with a random costume and seemed to have all the bloody powers and abilities.
But also, so he's not even Chameleon. So I was getting confused at the fact, he wouldn't have had the same voice. And Ben Urich makes a point that he was there when he was fighting Doc Ock. So when Ben Urich was there in the bank, he'd be able to tell through by the voice.
Exactly. And then you find out apparently the fella's Spanish, even though he said nothing in Spanish. It reminded me of in Daredevil Born Again. Yeah. You know, in Born Again, where Muse is this dead, creepy, silent serial killer. And then right in Muse's last episode, they're like, oh yeah, he wouldn't shut up. He doesn't stop talking. You're like, what? This wasn't established previously.
It was... I kind of just wish they committed to, the chameleon.
Yeah. Even just get him in early, get him out the way.
I did like how Spidey lost it, though.
Yeah. Because you would be pissed off, wouldn't you? I liked how the Wasp, says, listen, if someone was going around in my costume doing that shit, I would not be pleased.
Did you? I liked how, granted they broke up. I did like how MJ and Peter were displayed here, especially when she helped him with the gunshot wound.
That redeems this whole story arc to me. The actual, burglar in Spider-Man's costume and that, I think that's all shit. But the issue where Mary Jane's helping him at the hospital does redeem it, makes it kind of worth it. It was a good little team up.
She risked a lot for it, though.
Yeah. Because until now, he's just been telling her what's been going on. When he beat up Dr. Octopus, he's just been saying, yeah, Craven turned up and punched him. Easy. but now she's taken an active role in his life. I like the PTSD idea as well, like how she's still having nightmares about getting chucked off the bridge.
Oh, it's a serious thing. Like, he depicts it in like a real way. Like even, I think Bendis just somehow manages to really write teen drama.
Yeah,
He knows how it works. For some, like he somehow writes it perfect. And in my head, I'm like, yeah, this sounds like exactly how it would go if they were both like 16.
yeah, and it's both of the first relationships, so they've got nothing to like base it off of.
And also, like, it also pisses me off more with how we've never gotten a proper cartoon based off this, because this is literally, it's perfect. Just take the scenes, take the words, and then just put voice actors there. You
It's
got
always
yourself
annoyed me.
you got yourself a perfect Spidey show.
It has. It's always annoyed me how there's a cartoon called Ultimate Spider-Man. It's got nothing to do with it.
It's just besides the middle part in his hair.
Exactly. The laziest. They wanted a Brave and the Bold, and then they just fucked it up.
It would have been so sick. The comic is like a perfect.
Everyone you
just
talk to
blueprint.
says they love it. Even like, because it's been finished for about 10 years anyway, no one cares if they know how it'll eventually end. People still want to see it.
It means that you got like a conclusive like ending if you stick purely to Peter.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about like going on and on. You have a start, you have an end.
What do you reckon about Gwen moving in then? Purely for the drama, or do you reckon it's a bit like there's something there, there's potential there?
I mean, I feel like there is potential, but you can't help but just kind of feel that it is purely for the drama. Considering with how like MJ's really insecure over it.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel bad at the same time because it would be a bit shit if your boyfriend's now with like the new student everyone's talking about. He's like, oh, they're
Yeah.
living in the same
It is
house.
suspicious, yeah. You're gonna think with them being teenagers as well, you're gonna think something's gonna go on.
And then like this is why I hate the later stuff when Bagley left. And it's like, oh,
Oh yeah, yeah.
well they're dating now and they're hooking up. It's like, well, you just reinforced every thought that MJ had when she was over.
I hated that all bit, me, you know.
It's fucking shit.
After
It was just movie
Ultimatum,
synergy.
it's just shit. Like everything from the art suddenly being garbage, everyone looking like a baby, to the shit Mysterio that they make instead of having a proper fucking. After Ultimatum, the whole line just died, mate.
I'm
Clone
fine
Saga's
with
the end for me.
Well, I'm fine with Gwen, staying there, but as soon as like Bobby Drake and like Johnny Storm get too involved, and that's when I'm also like,
I don't know what Bendis' obsession with Amazing Friends was, but I do not share it.
It's just too much. Like, I had a comment once saying they love that era. I don't know. I skim read that. I couldn't be bothered dealing with it.
Yeah, I more or less like just glaze over it until I get to the death.
The issues with Bagley are the ones that matter for me.
Yeah, full on.
I think Bagley was pretty good in these issues though. He was pretty good.
Mate. How stupid is this Spider-Man masquerader wannabe that he literally attacks an armored truck outside a police convention?
Yeah. They make note of it too. Like, I think they call him like dumb about 10 times.
Yeah, but like he's just a dude. Yeah, okay, he's somehow got the web shooting formula, but he's just a dude, and he's constantly holding up banks, and the police are surrounding the bank. He only escapes the first time because the real Spider-Man distracts all the cops.
Can I say that the police in these issues were just some of the dumbest people I've ever seen in comics?
Yeah, true.
You've got
even Jean the Wolf. She's like, "Oh, I see him." I thought he was already in there.
Yeah, you've got him cornered. you're still looking at him in the building, and then the real one swings by. Why are you shooting him for?
Ridiculous.
And then didn't they go like in a news report like, oh, he had nothing in his hands, or like he still stole anything, but he still stole the loot, but
yeah, on the
police...
helicopter, yeah, when the spotlight of the helicopter gets him and they're like, clearly he's not holding any friggin' bags with dollar signs, but somehow the loot's still gone. That's because he got the wrong guy.
The shooter was acknowledging it, but then the other one's like, just shut up and shoot.
Marvel civilians, dude, I swear to God.
I was getting so pissed off.
We got the debut of Jean DeWolf. Not nearly as cool as she was in 616.
Oh, no way, no. But real quick, was one of the radio shows hinting that like Captain America was going to give his thoughts on like how the world's changed? Because I was like getting some... there was like a speech bubble saying like, coming up after the break, we talked to a man who knew Captain America way back when, and what he thinks of ... And I couldn't help but think like, do they mean like something that's just racist or some shit?
Can you believe Captain America doesn't support incest?
You're just old-fashioned, Cap.
It's romantic, Cap. That's his sister. Wasp, you sick freak.
Wasp is like, I don't know about you, but if my brother didn't date me, I'd beat the snot out of him.
I'd beat the snot out of him. But
also,
we suffered through. Yeah, go on.
I was gonna say, like, back on the Jean DeWolf topic.
Oh yeah.
Jean just doesn't, even in these short pages, just doesn't feel like Jean. It's too bland.
It's another bit where I think they've taken actually, like with Captain Stacy, they've took a good character and kind of ruined it, but in a different way that we'll find out later. Because obviously, Jean DeWolf in 616 was like one of Spidey's truest mates. She always had his back.
I would have liked to have
seen... And in Ultimate, it's not really that way.
I would have liked to have seen a what if they dated.
Yeah, me too. But then...
I feel like they would have been actually
you'd have Spider-Man and Cyclops both being G.
Nothing beats when he screams Mary Jane in the 90s. When she dissolves into
she
water.
Evaporates. Yeah.
Mary Jane!
So we've suffered through the masquerading Spider-Man bit.
But in these issues we've read, mate,
there's another
famous line.
Is it about the power and responsibility?
On like places like TikTok, there's a sound on there that's been like dubbed over, like for the comic. And it's when MJ's like, Peter, you're gonna die during like doing this.
Yeah.
That's like such a famous sound on like it's used everywhere. And so it's now it's sort of like a hey, like that's really popular.
That's the C.
It is a good scene though. Like, MJ's just crying.
Is this where she's breaking up with him on the bleachers?
Yeah.
Someone's gonna kill you.
Yeah.
You're gonna die in that stupid costume. Why does he keep getting Schiffer's costume? It's the coolest costume.
Look at Nick Fury, mate. What, you just wear a trench coat and an eye patch?
No, yeah, you should not be talking shit about costumes. And then,
which issue
at the very end, issue 32, just because we were finally done with the fucking bullshit Spidey stuff, and we're about to get into the good stuff. What did you reckon?
Yeah, I liked when he had the massive like freak out, and he was going to rip the chameleon's head off. Because I feel like we always see
his ass.
We see Spidey take so much shit, but it's nice to sort of see him like actually get pissed.
And he is gonna kill this guy, and he says like, well, the people watching him as he's just beating the shit out of like this normal dude, and he kind of catches himself, which I think it would have been cooler if he'd have just put him down and been like, yeah, I'm not going to kill him, but if I could. Because he kind of recoils at what he's doing. You know what I mean?
I do like how he ties him up and then puts like from the real Spider-Man. And he, like,
yeah, maybe that'll
underlines
teach him
it.
next time. Because he had
Morons.
The people kind of on his side after the Dr. Octopus thing.
Oh
He
yeah,
saved
they were. Yeah.
a lot of lives. Everyone was like, oh shit, Spider-Man's actually quite good. Since then, he's fought the Green Goblin again. But that was kind of more of a personal journey. There was no big showdown in public. S.H.I.E.L.D. probably hushed all that up anyway. And then this is now, a few months later, and suddenly everyone's turned on him because some random dickhead who's not even sticking to walls.
I felt like the people sort of went back to him at the end of it. Like when he stopped the imposter, it sounded like they were almost glad that you know, and forgave or made amends with Spider-Man.
There's a panel here where all the people are running out of the bank, and it's literally, oh my god, copy pasted 8 times. That is Bendis at his peak. Everyone's just saying, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. 8 friggin' times.
He went wild with like reusing dialogue in this, like when Eddie's freaking out and just Peter.
Yeah. In the
very this doesn't make sense.
Today, by the way, people listening, we've read from 29 to 39. And in 39, he goes, Peter, what happened? And Peter goes like, oh God. And he goes, Peter, what happened? And Peter goes, oh God. And Fury goes, Peter, what happened? Jesus Christ. So, speaking of, dude, the key, we've had the starter. Now, mate, let's get into the actual good shit. Who was the star of the other story arc that we've read?
Well, you have to say like Greeny Gobby.
Oh, no, I mean today, like what we're done with Captain Stacy. Who's next?
Oh, fucking Eminem.
Yeah, it is Eminem, absolutely. Knock, knock. Let that devil in. We also read the Venom arc, which I think is probably the most beloved arc of the whole series, just because it ties into that fantastic video game.
I love, when you like reread it and then you see those panels, you're like, hey, that's in the game. Like that opening, it's that wide panel where Peter is standing on one side in the rain and Venom's on the other.
Oh, and that's seeing that getting
like
chills.
Our fathers died or some shit like that.
Yeah, mate.
And then they recreate like a bit of it in the cutscene where like Peter's jumped on the wall and Venom's getting electrocuted and shot.
Yeah. That game was so faithful. Incredible, dude.
A bit of the black suit stuff in that cutscene, where he's like lost the suit and he's in front of his parents' graves, which is pretty convenient.
Yeah. Which is like, that annoyed me. Oh, we have literally a single issue of Black Suit Spider-Man. And then he loses it. But the Venom of Ultimate is not a lot like Venom at all, really, is he? Like, he's not an alien. It doesn't have its own voice. It was made by Peter's parents. There was a lot of changes.
I do like how he kept the core of like Eddie's just an asshole.
Oh, he was, but
intact. But yeah, he's just pretty fucking different.
This Eddie is so different from the other one, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Let's think back to Amazing Spider-Man 300. Eddie comes out of nowhere. It's like suddenly Venom, this new threat, takes off his mask, and Peter goes, hey, you're Eddie Brock from the Daily Globe. You were a reporter. And we're like, where the fuck's this guy come from? Who the hell is this for the last 300 issues? While in this, you get to meet him, you get to know him, and then you start seeing the cracks in his character. It was actually built up a character for Venom to be, rather than just throwing him out there.
I really like how Bendis spent the issue laying the groundwork with like the tape that Peter found.
I thought that was boss, how it kept cutting back to the tape and like how his dad's life was like affecting Peter's.
Oh yeah, like throughout the entire story, but even like
Yeah.
the picnic they had.
Oh
I
yeah, yeah,
like how
mate. Where
Peter was
Ben's
just like,
huge.
but Peter kept
Jesus.
like talking about penguins. He's like, there's 15 kinds of penguins.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because he's like 5 and he's excited about what he's
Caught a
learning in school.
frisbee to the back of the head.
Eddie Devo chucked that on purpose, little attention seeker.
Well, but if like they killed him and it's like, oh, there's no more Spidey. I mean, this Eddie's he's pretty like dodgy.
He's very, I thought, real in the way that there is people out there like this where they'll just bullshit you to make you think they're dead cool when actually they are dickheads. Like
Oh,
he
like
gives
when
all
he
this.
was doing the same speeches to Gwen
Yeah,
and Pete.
yeah, he's practiced that in front of the mirror a million times, bet you, because he wants you to think he's this cool guy. But as his roommate says at the end, he's just a total dick who's always bullshitting, wants you to think he's boss when he's just not. Can't rely on him.
It was funny how like he was saying that he will ask out a girl, but when he gets rejected, he turns into like a massive sook, which is all the
Yeah,
time since he always gets rejected.
yeah. And we see it happening with Gwen. He makes his
Yeah.
move on
What did
15-year-old
what did
Gwen.
he call Gwen? I can't remember what he called her. Was it like?
Tease.
Oh yeah, tease. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
fucking livid. It's crazy. Like oh, I didn't think you're that type of girl.
There is a few. I did enjoy the story arc. There's a few things that irked me. First, we know there's more than one Eddie Brock in New York because we saw him back in the Dr. Octopus terrorist attack.
Oh
One of
yeah,
them said he
yeah.
worked for the Globe. He said Eddie Brock. And then yet when Peter Googles it, it goes, no, one Eddie Brock. And it's this young lad over here who couldn't possibly have been that reporter. There's
And there's the lizard.
the lizard bit, which that annoyed me, that running concurrently with Ultimate was Ultimate Marvel Team Up, where he does fight the lizard, but there's nothing in this to indicate you should have ever been reading a second book to know what's going on.
Did you like Connors in this? He was quite.
He was reasonable, wasn't he?
He was depressed.
Oh yeah, definitely. And like Eddie says, he's like a bit of a goon. Like he's always like panicking about shit, but he's a good fella at heart.
I do like how he's like, oh, you kept my secret, I'll keep yours.
Fair enough. Will come back to bite Spidey in the ass. Don't worry about that. But not for a while yet. Did you spot
I think,
it?
like,
well, go ahead.
what are you
You
gonna
do
say?
yours. I was going to say, I know I sent it to you, but there's that panel in, I think, issue 33 where Peter and Aunt May swap heads.
Yeah, it's fucking terrifying. Oh my god, why? Why?
They're talking in the dark, and that is clearly Peter's got. Peter was in his undies, and Aunt May was in pants and a top, and they've absolutely swapped heads here. It's good art, dude. Good work.
Well, like now, while we're talking about the artwork,
Yeah.
did you notice that like Peter's dad?
Oh yeah.
It was just
616.
yeah, it was just like Bagley's normal '90s design for
Yeah,
Peter.
dude.
Like
I
it's
was
just
reading it in Chris Barnes' voice and everything.
It was the same fucking thing.
Yeah, I
Especially
thought
when
that
he
was
had the
awesome.
beard, the stubble, like that
Yeah.
looked like the I am the spider phase.
Sick, dude.
Did you notice
These
the
covers
face?
was fucking boss.
Oh yeah, mate, the covers were
The
sick.
face.
In when Eddie's staring at the symbiote or the suit,
Yeah.
it looks like there's like a face staring back. I'm guessing it's like a reflection, but it was just kind of creepy.
Is it where he says it's our inheritance?
I think this is when he
Or
was
is it towards the end?
going to take the suit and become Venom. I'll send it
Uh-oh.
through because I took a photo of it.
Oh, nice.
But it looks like just
Oh,
kind of
shit, yeah, you
weird.
can't see something. Ooh. No, I didn't spot that.
Oh,
My
I
God.
spot another thing. You know when Venom gets electrocuted at the end? when he
Yeah,
gets shocked, you can see like the classic logo.
on Venom.
You can't you cannot say that that isn't like the Venom fang and like the leg and the body.
I'll pull it up now and see, because he doesn't often have the logo ultimate, does he? With the always getting electrocution.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you see like the white like coming off him, dude.
But like you can see like the fang in the photo I sent through
Yeah,
um coming off.
all the covers
Also,
have him with the logo, and then
oh yeah, yeah.
he's just
But
not got the logo.
but the one with when Peter's wearing it doesn't, and
Yes,
he was the
it's
one
got the
that had
logo.
it.
And as we said, this isn't like a sentient alien costume like in normal. This is just meant to. It's like medicine. It's like covering yourself in like friggin' Calpol.
Did you like how it was instead of like an alien, it was meant to cure cancer? Did you like the change?
Yeah, I thought it was a cool way to go about it. Like, I wouldn't have thought of it. And it
Did you
does
feel
ground
bad
it a bit
for
more
Richard?
because, yeah, it does get screwed over at the end. I thought it was interesting with how it might come a bit out of left field if there's suddenly an alien as well. Like, it gives Venom more earthly origins rather than there being a rocket crash and suddenly Spidey's got an alien on him.
Did you think like I thought they rushed it pretty badly with Black Suit Spidey?
Yeah, one issue's not enough. We did get to see the Shocker again. And
Get his
even though
ass
his power's tailor-made for taking down symbiotes, he gets his ass
just
kicked.
yeah, he just takes it. He's like, oh. But
So
like
that's
it's
ultimate
annoying
Shocker
that
for you. Innit?
but this Spidey in the black suit was really fun. So it kind of just sucks that he barely wore it.
Yeah, it looks cool as hell. No, it's just Bagley being like his usual weaponized self. But it looks boss.
The purple was such a good choice.
Oh yeah, dude. And after how the people treated him during that fake Spider-Man bullshit, he should change his costume and be like, alright, then that's... The other costume is tainted. Like, whenever Gwen sees that mask, she's thinking, that killed me, Dad. So
But
changing
also
his
like
suit, edgier Spider-Man.
did MJ say that she saw it on TV?
Yeah, but she's on the bus.
She's on the bus, yeah. I thought it was gonna be like on my during the reread I because I couldn't
Yeah.
really remember much of the story. I was honestly like expecting um like there to be a bit more drama. Like she thinks that he's doing this as a way to be a bit moody with the fact that she ended things.
Ooh, because she broke up with him.
Yeah, now he's in like a black suit. He's even more confident.
If it
I
wasn't
thought they would
so
have done more.
rushed, we probably could have had like a few scenes of the side of people, because she also, if she did see it on TV, I'm reading that issue currently, I'm seeing no cameras. That pop star gets kidnapped, not on camera. Like, how did she see this on TV when he was wearing the suit for an hour?
I do
He
love how he
fights the
ripped
Shocker.
the roof of the car off.
Yeah, mate. Oh, there is a camera there, actually, to be fair. Behind Shocker, where Shocker goes, oh no. After he realises it's not working. There is a camera, but she's on the bus, so...
The bus was like after it. Or was it before? I can't remember.
No buses before. The
Before
first
it.
thing he does is save that pop star, and it's a limo that nearly crashes into the bus. I thought that was funny
I
how,
like
like, he's kicking their asses, and he's like, I don't have a license. Because he's
Oh, he's like,
driving.
yeah, which one's like the to go and which one's the brake?
Why are
I
they
like
trying
how
to
he
look like
uses the
shield
guy's head.
agents?
He uses the guy's head for the brake. Did you
Oh, yeah.
like when he goes to destroy the suit?
Yeah.
Is that not where he buried like he left his clone?
I believe so. It's where he
Oh, I got
finishes
like a bit
Carnage off as well later. But yeah, that's where he puts Ben in the smokestack.
Yeah, I was like, hang on a second. I do like when they reference shit like that, since they,
Yeah,
barely do anymore.
yeah, Christ. I did think it was weird how the suit. Why does it like? It's keyed to Peter's DNA, which is why it doesn't immediately swallow Peter like it swallows Eddie and that cleaner. But why would you?
But
Why would you design a suit where like? Shouldn't there be like a stable base where anyone can get in it rather than? What if Eddie Senior had accidentally touched it while it was keyed to Richard's DNA? That's in dead
but also
because it
like,
swallows you.
but so Brock kept Richard's one under like his name in the lab, but then he
Yeah,
had his own sample of the suit as well.
yeah.
He had like two bleakers worth.
Yeah,
He just never
but I
told
think
Peter about the other one.
they are the same. They're from the same thing because they've only got one suit. I think they're from the same thing. He's just split it and put one piece in the fridge and one in the oven.
Do you think like, I know Eddie's meant to be like an asshole. Do you think he was just too harsh on Peter? Because like Peter was apologizing.
I reckon he's seen Peter's life because he's not spoken to him for years since the parents died, and he's seen that Peter, even though he's in high school, he's just broke up with a girl, which Eddie's probably never even had a girlfriend anyway. He's got this other girl, Gwen, who's all over Peter anyway, to the point where she's like sitting on his lap in the car. Then he finds out this kid's also got superpowers, and he's like, it looks like while Eddie's just been a loser since his parents died, it's like Peter's kind of flourished in his own way. So I think he's bitter at all that. And he's fuming that this little 15-year-old's come into his life and started telling him how to live. And there's one
Especially because
link
like,
to his parents. The one thing Eddie's got that like ties him to his dead dad. He's now been told to get rid of it. And he's just thought, fuck this kid. How dare he?
especially because he makes the point of trying to sound like, like a know-it-all in a sense.
Yeah,
And Peter, like, again, like this 16-year-old is just telling him, in a sense, that he has, well, like, he makes a point, Eddie, that he has life experience and Peter doesn't. And then then
yeah.
later on, Peter saying, like, no, I know this is, like, dangerous. I know we have to get rid of it.
Yeah, dude. Like we said before, Eddie wants you to think he's this fucking wise fella, while Peter actually is a wise
He's
fella because Peter's
experienced
seen
way more.
some shit. Yeah, mate. I do love how everything's kind of built towards this, where when he's watching the video with his dad saying, like, people are just perverting the good I wanted to do and just turning it rank, and Peter's like, holy shit. Just like with Norman Osborn, just like with Otto Octavius, these pieces of shit have come and destroyed my father's good work. Because I love the bit where Spidey takes charge and goes and gets his inheritance.
I loved the ending of like the main Venom part where he's listening to like his dad's tape
Yeah.
and he just says about how like things going to shit, but he gets to at least see his son grow up, and it was just
Oh,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
really sad that the way he just is like, oh, poor bastard.
Do you reckon if Peter had watched every tape and then contacted Eddie, it might have played out differently? Because he kind of gets hyped up by his dad's optimism, and then the relationship between Peter and Eddie falls apart as Richard Parker's life falls apart in the videos. So maybe if he'd have sat down and watched everything first, he'd have realised, like, he's right, there are some people out there who will just try and screw you over. I need to be more careful. But he gets a bit gung-ho about it.
Well, yeah, I mean, he was just fucking buzzing just as
He
soon
was
as he saw the
livid.
message. But
Peter
like,
was fuming when it was like, when he sees these bastards have done that to his dad's, like, dreams.
It's also like in a sense, like Eddie's entire family's kind of like, yes, they were scientists, but they were still screw ups.
Oh yeah, Richard was doing all the work.
Yeah, and then like Eddie's dad forces him in a way to sign the contract with Trask, which in
even
turn basically killed them.
even at the very end, you find out in the game anyway. Eddie's fucking dad put the suit on an airplane, and that's what crashed the fucking plane. Absolute idiot, dude.
It's kind of sad how, like, in a sense that they were just that family were just losers.
You're a loser, bro.
You're trash, Brock.
Excuse me.
Your photos are
I
fucking. That's like the best part of the entire thing.
I find it funny how, like, in the recording from 10 years ago, Richard Parker is like, we created this. Not Reed Richards, not Tony Stark. But Reed Richards is only like 21 himself, so if this was 10 years ago, is he really comparing himself to an 11-year-old?
You gotta make the
Ultimate
point
Reed
somehow.
Richards.
He's a kid. Yeah, but now he's smart, so like it's a flex.
Yeah. When my son watches this 10 years after we're dead, that'll make a lot of sense. Reed Richards is like barely older than Peter in this.
It'd be funny if Regis was like a total failure, and then they're like, "Why? Why were they like flexing that? Like this does nothing to
him
do."
up.
Yeah.
On the video, he's like, "We created this, not Adrian Toombs, not fucking
Mendel Strong."
yeah, just absolute shitters in the modern day. But back then they were good. I was trying to think of the wizard's real name, but I can't remember it.
No, I can't either. I try to remember it from the show that Paulie adapted him.
Oh shit, yeah, he was in that, wasn't
Didn't even try, but Well, according to the Fantastic Four, he's just like a crime lord or shit.
he? Yeah. The Wizard Syndicate.
Yeah, the famous puppet master puppeteers.
It's just like a street gang who just... It's like a street gang full of ventriloquist and Scarface.
It's actually just like a book club, but for like dolls.
I was going to say something, but I can't remember what it was. It was a snide comment on something, and it's left my mind.
Were you like happy with the way they handled the main conflict? There was like Eddie going to the school, Peter's, moody as fuck.
Yeah, it's dramatic as hell, dude. It's chucking it down with rain, and Peter's mistakes have caught up with him once again. I think it was weird how Venom was like, it had Eddie's brain. And I liked how Peter was kind of like, is the suit making him do this, or is he just like a dickhead, or what?
But I also do really like how even though like MJ broke up with him and they're on really shitty terms at the moment, she still cares a lot. Like when his spider sense is going nuts, MJ still looks at him with like nothing but just pure concern.
I like that change as well, like how it's a good mirror to in 616 where it doesn't set off his spider sense. Yeah. But in Ultimate it sets it off too much.
Which one do you prefer if you had to pick?
The no spider sense for like adaptions and that, because it makes Venom that much more terrifying if like he can sneak up on Spidey at any moment.
I always remember,
while it was good in the game, the headaches.
Yeah. That one fight scene where you, I think on the roof.
On the roof of the museum. Yeah.
Yeah, and you couldn't like punch him for too long before he's like, my head! My head! I still like think Sean Marquette's voice was like the perfect.
He keeps slipping in. For me. I'm trying to do Josh Keaton. Yeah.
I just can't. It has to be Sean for me. Like,
especially
this arc especially things.
when something happens in the book that happened in the game, it is. Like, it's that Sean.
Oh, like when he goes like, Eddie! Every time he says Eddie, it's Sean McKed for me.
Yeah, mate. And I know we discussed this in private, but your voice for Ultimate Eddie Brock, who have you got?
I've oddly, I don't go the game route. I go the Arkham Asylum Killer Croc route.
Yeah.
For some reason, just like that toy collar won't stop me from killing you. Like that voice there is the one I hear for this Venom.
Yeah. The suit has like completely enveloped him in it, so it's probably gargling in his throat. So it would sound very Killer Crocky.
Even in the game though, it's like he said like barely any lines.
He says hunger. He says hunger.
Yeah,
he says
mine.
feed. Yeah, you don't get a lot. But what about actual Eddie then? Before Venom?
I do mostly go to like the game one because
Yeah, me too.
I remember was saying like I remember you said about how Spectacular's too buff, and that is like he is like this.
That's
Eddie
what this
is
Eddie
a weasel.
wishes he was. Yeah, mate.
Yeah.
This Eddie's got that nasally like. I woke up in the park and I didn't know what happened.
Especially with the way like we're told about how he sort of acts when a woman rejects him.
Yeah, mate. Do you remember him in that game, The Little Rat, where he's telling Silver Sable, he's like, his name's Peter Parker, he lives in Queens. You're like, whoa! You rat!
What about like MJ in this? I can't remember like if we said before, but do you have a voice for MJ?
The game one again, because this is like
it's
two.
Really not done. I can explain
Most of
the
the
hole
time,
in the butt. Please don't.
Like, in Spectacular, her voice is too sexy. And then in the animated series, Mary Jane's voice is too adult, if you know what I mean. I think it's Sarah Ballantyne in the 90s. But in this, the one from the game just sounds like the ideal teenage girl for the job.
I think the game just nailed a lot of them.
Yeah, mate.
We don't really get casting like that anymore.
The lazy women now, aren't they?
Well, Sean McKed was like pretty unknown.
Who've we got nowadays? What's his name? Yuri Lowenthal.
Yeah,
he's been in like friggin' everything anyway. So he was very well known to begin.
I just don't. I don't think he'll ever be like the one I'll hear.
Exactly, dude. Never.
The only time I think is more modern Spidey, because then it's like he sort of fits that more.
There's a weird bit,
new
like
status quo.
Yeah, because modern Spidey's so shit. I don't want to hear Chris Daniel Barnes coming out of his mouth because that's like the cool Spidey to me. I don't want to waste Chris on such shit. So maybe, yeah.
Do you have like that issue though even when Spidey's an adult, sometimes he's just too skinny, and you can't hear like Christopher Daniel Barnes' voice?
Yeah, because Iz was friggin' buff, wasn't he? Let's be honest, Iz was huge.
Sometimes it's just like, even if he's like in his mid-20s to late 20s, I'm like,
yeah,
well, he's still like skinny as fuck. Like that's not. I need for Christopher Daniel Barnes. Like I need someone like who's buff.
Yeah. Even like Neil Patrick Harris was a bit of a skinny Spider-Man, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, I like him a lot too. Josh Keaton is returning though?
Oh, I believe so. Was it for Strike Force, did you say? Or was it for something worth our time?
The new like arcade game, I'm pretty sure, has got him in it.
Ooh.
The one that's got the secret hospital
Electro.
reference.
Oh. Very nice.
We'll take it. We Josh Keaton fans need something.
We'll take what we can get, absolutely. I'll tell you one thing, dude. This fight scene might be my favourite so far. The whole costumeless Peter, like, legging it through the streets, trying to get away from this friggin' huge monster. It is literally the game. Like, the opening of the game is this.
Yeah, it is.
To the point where he literally tries to absorb him. And I started instinctively clicking my index fingers to break out.
I was gonna say, you know when it goes black,
Yeah,
In your head, did you just magically see like the that
I could
like
hear the
scale?
groan where it was like, yeah. I was like, no, I did.
Start like instinctively trying to press the triggers.
Yeah, I was there twiddling. But you can
It's
feel
so
it's
good.
just sick, dude. The
Did you
electricity
like?
thing, bit of a cop out, I thought, because that's all it takes is just he gets hit by power lines and that's it.
They were really like
Peter,
making it obvious it was going to go that way too, considering they showed it
yeah,
every 2.
yeah, zooms right in. In the issue with Black Suit Spider-Man, is it 36? No, I think it's 35. Oh, he was on the news in issue 36. It does show Eddie sees Black Suit Spidey on the news and he's like, why the hell has Spider-Man got my suit?
Did
Fair
you
play.
think it was a bit like Eddie shouldn't have been able to tell? Because what if Spidey just genuinely had a black suit now?
Yeah, it's not like being wormy or tentacly, is it? It's just
And
a
he
dark
didn't like
colour.
they didn't even show him shoot a web, so he didn't see the web come out of his finger.
Yeah. Every time Eddie puts on the news and it's like, Black Panther's busted up a bank robbery and he's like, hey, that's my suit. He has to run and check it's still there.
Did you think like it was a bit convenient how also when he arrived to the lab, Peter was just getting in?
Yeah, literally. No like footprints on the walls and on. Peter is there. Very much so.
What was your least favorite out of the Venom saga?
There's a page during when he gets right before Peter lands on the power lines when he's in the black suit. And he just happens to land in front of his triple grave of the three people he loves most. It shows Peter trying to escape the suit, and it's kind of got a story so far thing going on in the background. But Wolverine's there. Daredevil's there.
Yeah, I did him.
Where the hell did we meet these guys? You're
Especially
telling me there's a
Daredevil.
Daredevil who they hate each other in this. Daredevil in Ultimate is such a dickhead. Wolverine's obviously just as bad because he's a diddler. But
Wolverine would have had to have been like Marvel Team Up issue 1.
must have.
But it's still just like Daredevil. I don't remember Daredevil.
Yeah, he's not really bumped into any of these in canon. Like my Ultimate Marvel team up isn't relevant at all.
It's also like my head does this weird thing where it would see Wolverine, but then it goes, "Oh no, but he was in the game," and then just say, "Yeah, that's fine." Even though like in in
Yeah.
canon, I think he's met him once, but in the head it's like, "No, no, he was there."
Is Nick Fury here? I can't see him. No, I don't think Nick
Did you like
Fury's on
Nick
there though.
Fury in this? How like Spidey was like, and then you're gonna like own me? No, I thought you were
I like
smart.
how the events of like just everything that's happened since getting bit, which was probably only a week ago if you believe the canon. Because apparently this is all 1 year, even though it took 3 months between Craven and Green Goblin. But anyway, I like how it has all weighed on Peter to the point where he's thought, sod this, sod power and responsibility, get rid of my powers.
Oh, he was fully ready to give it up. Especially, I think like losing MJ would have been the final nail for him.
Yeah. But then if Fury had went, okay, here's the vial, and then next time Norman Osborn breaks out, what are you going to do, pal? At this
It's
point,
funny
you
how
need them power.
like even in the game, it takes this 16-year-old to just dispose of Norman.
I know I've said this to you before, but the game annoys me a bit there, where the Green Goblin breaks out and he's like, oh, wonderful, now I've got to fight this guy. He should
Oh,
be
not
like,
this.
shit. He shouldn't be chasing Norman, he should be swinging home to get Aunt May and get the hell out of town.
Oh, not
But,
this
well.
fucking loony. Gosh, now I have to put off seeing MJ. Oh.
Oh, but this dude, last time this dude was loose, shit went really wrong for you.
Did you think that before Peter walked out on MJ, that she was gonna say something else.
Probably about Liz Allen.
Because she's like, I don't, and then like that was enough for Peter to go, you know what?
Yeah, he gets out of there, mate.
But I'm like, I wonder if he stayed, just if she would have given him an answer he wouldn't have expected.
Ooh.
I do like how when Liz is like,
You
"What's so
can
special
tell.
about him?" and then she just looks at her.
Oh yeah. That's it comes back later, doesn't it? When
The
the
other
fella
guy,
she's on
yeah.
a date with asks what's so special, and she's like, everything. Is that really like after breaking up with him here? Is that it until like the clone saga? Surely, like
Could have
there's another
sworn they got
bit.
back together.
Oh, the defo is that because there's some bullshit with Harry Osborn while they're back together, and then I think they break up again. But did you notice when he's sulking and that, and Gwen's like, "Ooh, the buzz at school was historic." You're like, really? Like these two don't really have friends other than each other and maybe Liz Allen. Why would the whole school be talking about puny Parker breaking up with his girlfriend? Like, because it was his
Is
only
it?
mate.
But also, like, did the school find her attractive?
It was historic that he pulled her.
Yeah, like, oh my god, Peter did it, and then now he lost it.
Yeah.
It was funny when like Peter was saying to MJ, like, "Oh, it looked like you didn't care," and then she's like, "What the fuck?" like the way that he was acting. You were literally getting in, this random car.
Yeah. The day after she's broke up with him and he's all of a sudden like all in, got another mate, got Gwen sitting on his lap, and she's like, "Oh shit."
What
What's
was
it
your
to her?
favorite
She
one?
broke up with him. I do like the. It's annoying that it only happens for one issue. It is cool seeing Spidey having fun again while he's in the black suit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But I do
It
think
was like sick ass. I wish it lasted longer.
exactly, mate. I would have liked an arc of him in it, but I think it's 38 where it's purely the Venom fight. Just think it's probably the best fight in the book so far. And it's not
Just
even got a Spider-Man mask in it. Just Peter.
even Nick Fury makes fun of him for
Oh yeah, so where's your suit? I lost it. You lost it? I lost it.
it.
You
You
lost it.
lost it.
Spider-Man's suit is
It's
lost.
lost. The suit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I lost it. Bend it.
His dialogue was like, it wasn't okay. A lot of it was repetitive, but not in that classic sense. It was more just like generally repeating shit over and over again.
What did you reckon of the ending where Peter thinks he senses Eddie somewhere? It even shows a hand here on an issue. What issue am I on here? Issue 39. You can see a hand in the shadows, like watching him. His spider sense goes off and he's like shouting an apology, but no one answers him. So you know
In the
Eddie's
pic.
still out there.
I was trying to look, but I couldn't find anything.
Oh, yeah, I'll send you the snapshot. Oh, have you got the issue in your hand there? I'll just tell you.
I could get it back in my hand. But yeah.
Ooh, issue 39. The one
Is it
with
the one
just spider sense therapy on the side. He's just got his spider sense tingling. The Nick Fury issue.
there we go.
Do noise. And then the third to last page, it goes smash. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. And then right under the one with the two damn it, you can kind of see as if someone's about to pounce on him. But then he's gone.
At the very end?
Right at the end, yeah. On the page where the bottom right, he's saying, I feel responsible. And he can help Eddie. With the 5-panel grid. And then the one above that, it looks as if someone's just leaning forward.
How did I not see
Yeah.
that? What the fuck?
Oh. I've only just spotted it now myself, but I was looking at these buildings as I was reading it, looking for just like one of the weird Venom eyes in the distance.
I would have thought the ending one should have had something.
Yeah. Just so you know he is indeed still out there. Because you think he's dead, but then his roommate's like, well, all the stuff's been cleared out.
I do like how Nick Fury's like, in this world, if you don't see the body, they're just alive.
Yeah. Tells him, because he looks a bit disappointed when Peter says he couldn't find the body. It's like, oh, for God's sake.
Yeah. All Nick Fury cares about is just what does he have to do? I do like how they made Nick feel a bit more human here.
Yeah, he's a bit more sympathetic towards Peter's cause, considering last time we saw him, he basically said, you turn 18, your ass is mine. Go enjoy your childhood while you can.
Even just the pep talk he gave, where he's like, at the end of the day, I ask myself, is someone's life better off because of me? If the answer is yes, shut up, stop complaining. If the answer is no, then do better tomorrow.
Nick Fury's like, when you have great power, it must also come with great responsibility. He's like,
great responsibility. Yeah. With great
responsibility. Power?
Yeah, great power. They bold great. Yeah, great power. That what happened one was getting a bit jarring. We just said it 3 times in a row. Well, I skipped when Eddie was freaking out. I skipped most of the boxes because it was just like, Peter. Oh my God, Peter, the suit, the Peter. I just gave up.
My knees. Even at that one point, he just goes, my legs.
Stupid.
That cleaner that he swallows was a woman, apparently.
I had to double check that. I was like, wait, what?
Like, is she undergoing chemotherapy or something? Why she got the bandana around? Yeah.
Keep my wife's body out your fucking suit.
I do love how creepy he is, like a horror movie monster where it's crawling all over him. You can't really see his eyes because they're all going black as well. And the reveal where it's just bursts. He looks like normal Venom without the mouth, buff and that. And then when the guards jump in and he explodes into fangs and teeth.
I thought it was a bit weird how the suit almost what's the word? Crystallized in a sense.
Yeah.
When I think Peter gets the suit and then it almost hardens around him.
Yeah.
I thought that was a bit odd.
Very homoerotic, the black suit. I'm looking at a panel here. Eddie's being consumed. And oh boy. Let me send you this panel, dude. It's the one where he goes, my feet! But what does this look like to you? Because there was a similar shot of Peter earlier on. Here it comes. It doesn't look like Eddie's in pain.
Oh yeah, that one. It looks like in superhero movie where Hourglass is trying to put the woman into the closet.
I'll come back
later. It's probably the most action this Eddie Brock's ever had.
Oh, defo, mate.
It's a weird thought that the suit just eats their clothes.
Yeah, and it's not even in 616 where it would morph into clothes for you. It just takes them.
They're just could you imagine finding Peter right after he got rid of the suit? You'd think he's into weird shit.
Nude in the you'd think Ultimate Skips made his debut where you find him unconscious and nude in the graveyard.
And then you'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? No, my parents' grave. And what the fuck?
Well, why are you naked?
It just makes it all the most, yeah.
What was your favourite issue of the batch?
Um, okay, so issue 33 was more just the tape.
Yeah,
34 was the black suit,
the
35 was the
setup.
Venom.
Cool cover though. They're all cool covers in the Venom saga.
I think it would be 38, especially because the ending. I loved um when like Peter's just listening to his dad's recording at the very end.
Yeah,
I think it
the
hit.
showdown issue.
But even just like, you feel bad for him after all the shit he's just gone through. This was his gateway to his father's legacy, or like to still feel like his father's with him, and then it just turned to shit.
I found an R error in issue 38.
Oh, which one happened?
On the page where Peter goes, alright, you know what? That is it. And he starts running away. Bottom left panel, Venom's got his logo.
Wait, no way! Wait, what the fuck?
Bagley! You were the chosen one.
Fan service. But also, like when you sent me that one photo where they got the wrong Spidey talking,
Yeah,
that was pretty jarring too when I read it back.
yeah. Because why would the one on the wall randomly go, I.
Which page is the Venom mistake?
I don't know the exact number. Hang on.
Oh, what's happening in it again?
4, 5, 6. I think it's 6 pages in, depending on if this first panel's a double, because I'm on digital. He says at the top left, he goes, alright, you know what? That is it. And then he starts jumping away. He goes 4 panels, then a sideways one, and then 2 at the bottom. And it's the bottom left one.
Oh my god, he does! No way! Why did he do that?
I must have just forgot for a moment. But the page after that's the cool one, where he's like, that's not even Eddie doing that. That's the suit just mimicking what I can do.
Yeah.
And he's like, is that Eddie? Is Eddie trying to kill me because the suits drove him mad? Or because he's been warned at this point by Gwen that he is a piece of shit? He's like, was I wrong about him the whole time?
Such a good story, man. Which one was your
Yeah,
favorite?
mate. 38 as well. Just because, as I say, I think that's the best fight scene we've had so far. What did you think of the new origin of Venom, where he's not an alien, it's not sentient, and it's trying to cure, it's trying to help instead of hurt?
I think it's a better origin than Secret Wars. But like it's hard because in a way I kind of prefer the 90s cartoon, how it was like, oh, it came from outer space and it was on a rocket, because it makes more sense
Yeah.
and it's easier to do for like adaptions than having to do like
Yeah.
Spidey was
The
on Battleworld.
I love how the 90s one changed it, and now everyone like goes by the change. But then they ended up doing Secret Wars anyway.
But like, I mean, like, if I had to pick out of those two, I still think I'd pick the 90s one. I
Yeah.
do think it's still actually like a pretty good idea. And it's like unique for the character. What about you?
Yeah. It's better than in Spider-Man 3, where it just so happens to land and it just so happens to attach to the one person with superpowers on Earth.
Yeah, it's just like, at least in the 90s show they made it so
They bring it
it
back
was
in the 90s show, don't they? Like, it was Prometheum X, and the astronauts, it didn't like sneak onto the ship. The astronauts took it thinking it was an all new element.
I just remember like Smythe just continuously saying like Prometheum.
Yeah.
My father. Oh, did those episodes have that really shitty like demonstration of how they'll kill Spider-Man? It was like that that horrible like CGI stick figure get exploded.
Yeah. And there's like
Oh
a
my.
horrible CGI hobgoblin face as well. Where he's like, hacking complete.
Even like in the Iron Man show when he'd suit up and then it randomly goes like to CG, and it's just
Yeah.
like, why would you do that?
I've jumped ahead a little bit. The next arc Bit of a shit one, I think. It's the mutant menace of Geldof, or Geldof, however the hell you say it.
Yeah.
But
Oh, is that when they go to like the mansion and shit?
yeah, there's a new kid in school, and he's a dirty, filthy mutie. But as I've skipped ahead, he does get back with Mary Jane rather quickly, and it's what issue am I on here? Issue 41. So in 2 issues' time, in our read along, it's the panel where Mary Jane is clearly not wearing undies.
Oh, that's great. That's fantastic.
It's yeah, for Wolverine.
Eddie Brock. Oh, sorry, Wolverine. Nick
But
Lowe,
yeah,
you
mutants.
disgusting bastard.
There is a funny scene where Peter, who now doesn't have a costume, gets a costume that's well too big.
Isn't that like I love when he's wearing just his mask and the
And the
guy's
thugs
like
are like, who are you supposed to be?
his Spider-Man is like he's like your mom's watching me.
Perfect, mate.
So where should we read up to next time? We're at issue 40.
I'm currently looking. 49 has the King pin.
But do we almost go to like up to
shit.
the Hollywood story?
We're gonna have to, just because the Geldof ship will not make enough because it's not as good.
So 40 to 53.
54 starts Hollywood, and 53 includes Kingpin and Black Cat. So we will get some fun out of it.
And then after this we'll go to Hollywood.
Then we'll do, yeah, mate. With Big Dick Doc returning.
I guess we'd have to do Hollywood and Carnage.
Yeah, just to make it big enough.
Yeah, because again, it's just not enough.
It wouldn't last long enough, defo. But yeah, cool. So 40 to 53.
What was your favorite cover of this saga?
They were all very similar in that it was just Spider getting the shit kicked out of him by Venom. I do like the one where Venom's holding the logo and kind of crushing it.
That reminds me of the game for some reason.
Yeah. We're finally into covers that like make sense for the story instead of just being CGI Spider-Man sticking to a lamppost. What was your favorite cover?
Yeah, definitely like the one where he's holding the like logo, because again, that feels like the game to me in its like purest form.
The cover of 37 is literally how the game ends, with Venom just roaring.
With the white spider too.
Yeah. Which he doesn't get in universe for another 100 issues.
I thought the first Venom story, like the cover just didn't match. Like it was mostly just there to say like, look, Venom.
Yeah. It would have been better if the
Venom until like, you know.
Issue 34 should have probably been the cover to issue 33, where it's clearly Spider-Man, like with the goo.
Oh yeah,
just to set tone. But yeah, they were definitely just like, look, kids, Venom. But at this point, Venom was only like 20 years old, wasn't he?
But that would have sold.
Venom come out in the 90s. Yeah, if you see that in the comic shop. Before I had the whole thing digital, one of the first ones I bought was Venom, because when I was seeing like what I think it was iBooks or Apple Books or whatever on the iPod had for sale, and I was like, oh shit, Ultimate Spider-Man Venom, yeah, go ahead. So this one is like one of the first Ultimate Spider-Mans I ever read.
Oh, that would have been sick.
Yeah, good way to start.
That would have been such a cool story to start off with.
Yeah.
I remember like when I was doing my first read, I had these issues. I think I might have been like when I was reading the Doppelganger one. And I just remember like in my room, pitch black. I had like my phone torch on and I was just reading.
Ooh. Aesthetic.
But also just like, oh, those ads, mate. This ads of these issues. There's like every second page is a fucking ad, but it's like it's cool as it's worth it.
Sell grit.
Oh, like that smoking one where that woman's like being attacked by the cigarette.
I always remember got milk. It's like
Yes.
Batman with a milk stash.
Like the SpongeBob one as well.
Oh yeah, when you're a sponge, milk mustaches don't stick around. So have
They
another
did it for
glass.
everything. Like during the Arkham City comics, they'd have like the Green Lantern movie Got Milk. I love seeing like Spider-Man the movie game ads, like Daredevil, like because Daredevil was coming out now. It was like
Yeah.
Daredevil, the CD soundtrack or the game.
Oh no way. With "Wake Me Up Inside."
It's
And
so cool.
Dirty
Just
Talk. The Daredevil
pom pom
soundtrack.
pom
Hey,
pom.
I'm getting it on Amazon in a minute, seeing if that's available.
Dun, 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 dun.
What have you got coming up then? In the meantime, in the interim?
I mean, for the channel, I got Spider Girl, which will be out in a couple of days. I actually scheduled it right before we were recording.
Nice.
I just looked at the Harry Drug story, which was one I really wanted to
Oh
look
yeah.
at. But I think I'm going to try and focus more on Spidey, considering he is the guy.
Yeah,
And
he's the chosen one, dude.
I think I've been like looking at so many other heroes. I just sort of want to get back to being a Spidey channel for a bit.
To be fair, it was Month of Steel.
Oh yeah, but like, even March Without Fear,
Oh yeah.
and I'm not sure if I'll do many
Uh,
reviews in the meantime. But I'm not sure. What have you got on?
Scarlet September. Uh, what else could we?
I was trying to think of like sort of
Like
video
puns.
essays, but even just video essay topics for Spidey in a sense. Like I
Ooh.
wanted to do like the worst Spidey retcons, but then I think Spider Dunk beat me to it by like when I when I thought of it, I think he posted like fuck. I wanted to do that.
What about
Best like
Aunt May's best recipe?
top 10 Aunt May heart attacks.
My favourite one is in the second Mysterio issue, where he plays basically movie footage of New York getting destroyed and she faints. And then he
My
comes on
favorite
screen and Mysterio goes, "This didn't really happen. But it could if Spider-Man doesn't face me in battle."
issue 400 is my favorite because for a while she was actually dead.
She was actually, yeah. That
So
one
it's
was
like
for real.
for a brief moment we're like, oh, we're free. Never mind.
Oh, gathering of the Five.
It's so fucking.
Yeah.
I hate. You know what's weird? Like reading those issues, I knew what was gonna happen, but for some reason my brain was like, well, maybe they mean Mayday, and I'm like, like I knew what. I was coping so hard. I gaslighted myself into believing that there was a chance. Even e- even leading up to one more day, I was like,
Yeah.
but he still has like that Loki wish, and he like talked to like literally God, and he told him to like not do it. And Aunt May told him, please don't do it. I want to stay dead. And then it happened anyway. I was like, fuck.
Oh.
Sat there for like 10 minutes afterwards when I read One More Day for the first time.
What about top Spidey uh, allies? I don't know. Not
Allies
like
to the
Daredevil, not the cool dudes. Like people like Matty
Spider Kid.
Franklin or oh Christ,
I was
Spider
also
Kid's
like,
actually cool as hell. Ollie Osnick, the
I
founder
was
of the
like,
All Loser Squadron.
I was considering like Death of Vermin, A Child Within, or like
Oh,
the Death of
the Mad
Harry.
Dog Ward.
That was written by Ann Nocenti, I think.
That's what you could do instead of like amazing Spider-Man stuff, shit that happened like to the side in Spectacular or in like Team Up, like lesser discussed
I'm just
adventures.
confused because um a video on like the drug story, it's at like 1,700 views right now. But
Yeah.
then a video on Paul is like, oh, it
Oh
blows
yeah, that
up.
flew with me, dude.
And I'm like, well, I want the one where it's like, oh, an actual like thing I like. You know what I mean? Like, oh,
Yeah,
it's about
you don't
Harry's
want to be caught
drug story.
discussing. You don't want to get caught like just talking about what we don't like. There's no point otherwise, isn't it? We're here to celebrate.
It's annoying when people say like, oh, all Spidey fans do it like all they do is complain. And I'm like, well, you guys don't watch the ones where we don't complain. Like, you strictly watch the ones where we're pissed off. So like, there's no winning to it.
Nah,
I was also considering
crack
maybe
on.
what would get clicks would be like worst Dan Slott stories, best Dan Slott stories, where I try to find something positive to say.
Like find some gold in the shit.
Yeah, like like I feel like you see Dan Slott and it might be a bit more like, oh, it's like
Yeah,
how
bait
like,
them in with like, oh,
but like people don't read comics anymore, and but they'll act like they do. Uh, like so many people hate the Clone Saga. Can guarantee you they've never read it because it's actually not that bad.
yeah, they've just heard that it's meant to be bad, and
Yeah,
then
it's
parrot
actually
that opinion.
it's actually not bad at all.
We had the benefit of smashing through it because it was all out by the time we were interested. I can see how it probably got annoying waiting month by month for breadcrumbs, but that's no different than any comic, though, is it? Like, even
The only thing
Ultimate,
that
as good as this is, not a lot happens in an issue. That's why we're
as
doing
much
this. This was 10 issues, and all that really happened was George Stacy died and the Venom stuff.
the only thing I didn't like was that just Peter hit MJ. That's the one that was like, ah, okay. I
Oh, yeah,
understand he
but
was like
you're
fuming. He
Has
was
Superman ever hit Lois? Oh,
I'd probably
take her head off
kill
with
her.
me.
Yeah.
Batman's defo punched Catwoman at some point.
Like probably when she's just stealing shit, he's like, I'm sick of it.
Yeah, but
The
I reckon
classic one
Catwoman
is
likes
Hank
that.
Pym.
Oh, absolutely. That's what they're emulating with this Peter Mary Jane takedown, mate.
But the thing is, though, like I liked when Ben Riley was Spidey for that bit because it was actually pretty enjoyable.
He had the best costume, I'll tell you that.
But then also it was like, oh, Peter and MJ are gonna have a kid. Sick. And then no miscarriage.
Yep. When we had hope.
Oh, it breaks my heart.
What about the comic series that's literally just called Spider-Man? I think it's by McFarlane.
Oh yeah. What's it?
It's all disconnected, so you don't
I'm
need
trying
a
to think
lot
of the
of
name
build-up.
of it.
I think
Torment
it's
was the
literally just
first
called...
story.
Yeah. And then, like, it went for a good, 70-odd issues. Like, there's one where he fights the Hobgoblin. The Hobgoblin tries to kidnap his own son to, because he doesn't have custody. But it's Mackendale Hobgoblin.
I like that series has like one of my favorite moments in the 90s when he holds up the bugle.
Yeah.
It's still
There's
sad that Jameson's like talking shit to his face.
That's the series where the Shocker beats the shit out of Spider-Man. He's like, I'm not a joke anymore, Spider-Man. And oh, mate, he
Even
sorts him
Ultimate
out.
did that when Bagley left, and then like Shocker somehow captured Spidey.
Yeah.
Starts torturing. Like, is it like didn't he like freak out that he was a kid? He
Yeah, he
couldn't
was
believe it.
fuming. He was livid.
What do you have coming up on the channel? I mean, you just got through
Well,
Blue Streak as of
oh yeah, mate. He
2
was
days ago.
cool. I'm annoyed that they killed him off, but I always am because they always kill off the good ones. It was Scourge again, little bastard. That's two cool supervillains he's took down now. I might have to do a
Have just
Scourge one
posted a new
actually.
video?
Tomorrow, well, yeah, I would have. Oh yeah, I would. Underrated Hulk villains. Now this one, mate. I knew nothing about any Hulk villains, so I kind of just chose three that looked cool to me. And it was all of them were pretty sick, if I'm honest. I had a good time with a lot of them.
I'm
And then
looking at
next
the
week,
poster, but I can't seem to tell
they're
who's who.
they're the UFOs.
Like
But
the Leslie Nielsen one where is like, there's a UFO, spell it out to me, or something like.
I've left out one as well. There's normally four of them. They're like the Fantastic Four, but evil to the point where they literally got the powers the exact same way as the F4.
Is that
But there's
Sal
another one
Buscema
called.
drawing Hulk? Sorry.
I think so. I think so. And look at
I
how
just look at the
pissed
face
off he looks.
lines. Yeah,
He
and the
looks so
eyebrows.
annoyed. It's like,
The
oh,
eyebrows
we've
are like
got
so. It's Sal Buscema or
we've got
Buscema or whatever the fuck.
Ironclad. The one on the right, he's
That's
ironclad.
right.
He's like their thing. We've got Vector, who looks like a pain in the ass to draw.
Yeah.
He like propels. Like if he picks up a brick, he doesn't just throw it. He'll like launch it. You know what I mean? And then the other guy's
He's just like a glorified
X-ray.
bullseye.
Yeah. And the other guy's X-ray, and he's like a Human Torch if he could give you cancer. But there's another one called Vapor, who's like obviously there's Sue Storm, who just turns into Vapor. So, okie dokie.
So is this like during
But
the 80s?
Yeah. But they literally say in their debut issue, the cover says, "There's 4 fantastic new foes for the Hulk," and then
Okay.
the dude Vector, before he becomes Vector, literally says, like, the Fantastic Four went to space to their powers. Can we do that? And his crew go, yeah, and they do, and it works. Just like with the Red Ghost,
So like
who
you
literally
said
just goes to
before,
space.
you said before, like can't people just copy that method?
Yeah, why aren't the government just shooting people into space to get superpowered operatives? And not who's asked about the super soldier serum where you can have an army of ironclads.
It's pretty stupid
Idiots.
how the cosmic rays for some reason just don't seem to go away.
They're so overpowered.
Oh, like why are they like just constantly fucking shit up?
They should build like a monorail that goes off the Earth, through the cosmic storm, and back, and just keep spinning it. And then you got unlimited super potential.
When
Then, dude,
Spidey punched Hulk into orbit, Hulk should have came back even stronger.
comes back as Thing Hulk. Oh, fuck. And next week, mate, the sinister Stiltman.
Oh yes,
Yes.
Roger Bumpers.
Oh, yeah, dude. Squidward himself guest starring.
I can't wait for that
Incredible.
one. I've been dying for some Stiltman exposure.
And then next week, do you want to do these ultimates, or should we pivot to something else for a break, or what do you reckon? I'm okay doing like another trilogy, like we did with the first few arcs.
The thing is, like, Ultimate Spider-Man is just so easy to read. It's kind of just incredible.
Yeah, great as well.
Like I said before, like it takes 10 minutes to read an issue of this. That's the best part. Is like we can just like we're almost halfway.
Oh shit, yeah, true. Till
Because
ultimatum.
are we gonna read like that sort of stuff and like when Bagley leaves, or will we just skip to like the death?
We're gonna have to, I think, because it'd be too jarring where suddenly, because the Human Torch and Iceman are included in the death. As much as I don't like it, they are included because they cock up hugely, but they are there. So it'd be a bit weird seeing them there when nothing, without build up.
It's kind of sad. I don't like.
Yeah,
Oh, especially like when the relaunch happened. I hate the artwork so much.
Yeah, me too. We'll suffer through. We'll have to do annuals as well. Well, you know what? I've just remembered. Next might actually be Ultimate 6. Let me have a look. There's a side book where he fights the Sinister Six that I believe is before Hollywood.
Oh my god.
Ultimate Spider-Man Reading Order. Ooh, chronology. Right, so Ultimate Spider-Man 1 to 5. Oh, this one's got Marvel team-ups. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Ultimate 6 comes after 46. So what was 46? Let me bounce back to the book.
So Bagley.
46, 46, 40.
It
Afterwards.
kind of bothers me how Ultimate 6 has 7 issues.
Yeah. Including 46 is setting up Ultimate 6, like it literally ends with catch the rest of the story in Ultimate. Well, it doesn't actually say it, actually. How were we meant to know? Then what was 45? Because we'll have to do up to 45. Guilt. Oh, it's where... Oh, we're in the shit, dude. Then again, you know what, yeah, let's just jump through. Let's ignore 46 for now. We'll do up to the issue we said we'd do up to, which I think was 49.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought we were going to go right before.
Before Hollywood. Was it 52?
Yeah, like 50.
Oh, yeah. 52 is the Electro one.
53, I think, is the origin of Black Cat.
54, then. Okay, then, yeah. Do up to 54, but skip 46. And then we'll do 46 and Ultimate 6.
Oh, in the aftermath of Dr. Octopus' brutal attack.
Okay, then there's that sorted. So we do up to 53 for next time. But we include 53.
Because
I think
53 would be the Hollywood stuff, though, so I think we'll leave that one out. Until we get to Hollywood and then Carnage.
No, 53 is Daughters, and it's the end of the Black Cat stuff, and then 54 starts Hollywood.
Was it 54? Okay, so we'll go up to Hollywood next episode. Then the one after this one would be Hollywood Carnage. And then
after we do up to 53, but we skip 46. And then next time we'll do 46 and Ultimate
46,
6.
Sinister, Ultimate 6, and then
and then we'll carry on. Yeah.
Oh, because of a stupid side book.
Literally. Freaking. And then we've got to go back and do all these Marvel team-ups.
Oh.
Oh.
That's like one of the worst, I think, books Marvel's ever had. It's just like, what if Spidey was with Warlock?
Yeah, there was no like.
Why would he be with Warlock? I don't know. Why not?
The only issue I remember of normal Marvel team up is the one where Doctor Strange was a werewolf because of that one page of Satana, where she's just at the door, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm in.
It's kind of just like there's so many issues of Marvel team up. Like I just don't care.
You just don't need any of them. Like even the stuff that you'd think would come up and amazing, like Jean the Wolf's brother being a supervillain.
It's never there.
Comes up. It just never comes up.
It's just don't worry about pointless. Sorry to that one person who liked Marvel team up.
That one original Wraith fan. That'll probably be me. Actually, he'll definitely end up with a video on him before.
It's always funny to me. Like I saw, when people try to pretend they're like big comic fans and they're clearly not. It was like, oh, who's your favorite DC character? And someone said fucking Color Kid. And I'm like, you're lying. Like you're just lying.
Who the hell?
Fucking lying.
Who the hell is Color Kid?
It's like you know what I mean? Like you're not going like I want Color Kid as my favorite. It's like no one has ever said that.
And everyone's meant to go, whoa, that dude really knows his comic books.
You go through like the search history and it's just like obscure DC character. I really like Color Kid.
Thank you for your participation, Craig, as usual.
Always, yeah. Please don't kill us.
I like to think. Please do not set off the nukes. I like to think Craig is like sitting there. I like to think this artificial intelligence is sitting there learning all about Ultimate Spider-Man off us.
So when they take over, he's just gonna be like an expert. He
And
won't even
like I
need to
said
like
the other
do
day,
research.
no, he just know it. And he'll know all about like Skip and Micah Sin and the crew.
Would be the worst people for like this shit.
I
Oh
was
god.
I was not a fan of how YouTube now has artificially generated responses, but I was even less of a fan of how it seemed to have my speech pattern down. Like, it looked like something I would put, which I really didn't like. Please stop scandalizing me.
Well, when we get replaced by AI panel pals.
Pan AIL pals.
it's just it's just gonna be like the most stagnant podcast in the world.
We'll be like that scene in this where Peter was like, it's just imitating everything I did.
How about Skip Westcott? Ha ha
It's
ha.
got a genetic memory of all of our banter.
He got touched. Ha ha.
Craig, we do not consent.